watch trail frogs. Trail frogs, hiking all around. Trail frogs, making movies. Trail frogs, always somewhere new. Trail frogs, so much to see. Trail frogs, so why'd you pick the name? Trail frogs, because it's funny. Trail frogs, time to start the show. Trail frogs, thanks for watching. Trail frogs.
Let's go, 6 days.
So we're back on trail after doing a zero, not in Leavenworth, but in Wenatchee. We ended up getting a hold of a trail angel named Megan, who let us stay in her house. Down there, it was about maybe 20 minutes east of Leavenworth, and she was super sweet. She cooked us dinner both nights, took us into town to help us with resupplies. We are currently doing a 6 mile, what am I saying? We were doing a 6-day hike into, what's it called, Lauren? Stehekin. I can't remember the names of these towns. Doing a 6-day hike into Stehekin. I have never had this much weight on my back. I packed so much food, it doesn't even make sense. I currently have 20 fruit roll-ups in my backpack. I have 8 honey buns. I have 2 packs of ramen for each night, and then just so much more food. It's insane. I got a new shirt. Unfortunately, the crazy pattern shirt is starting to wear out, and also the material it was made out of, it was not working well in the rain and in the clouds. So ended up getting an actual hiking shirt on the clearance rack. It's pretty sweet. And yeah, 6 days, gonna hike past the airplane fire tomorrow. I have to do an 18-mile route around the fire off the PCT, so that's gonna be kind of crappy, but we are on our way to the Canadian border. Just woke up, accidentally slept in until 9:30 today. Wasn't expecting to do that. We're trying to do 21 miles today, and we're gonna camp right at the junction where the detour for the airplane fire is. And then tomorrow we're gonna hike around the airplane fire on the alternate route, and then link back up with the PCT and do a few more miles. It's supposed to be pretty nice out today. I think it's gonna be a little cooler than yesterday. And yeah, that's all I got for now. So we didn't get nearly as far as we expected today since we slept in. We still got 3 miles to go. We're trying to camp right where the caution tape is blocking the PCT because of the airplane fire. So unfortunately we're gonna have to night hike a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad. So we got a little light left, but I don't think we're gonna make it to camp while there's still light in the sky. So definitely gonna be night hiking a little bit. And then tomorrow we're gonna be doing the 18-mile detour around the airplane fire, link back up with the PCT, and hike for another 5-10 miles or so. There's the fire closure. So instead of going that way, we're going this way. So here's the airplane fire. That purple track is the PCT, and the blue one over here, that's the detour, the alternate that we're doing, that we just started. So we're taking, what is this called? It's a Pilot Ridge Trail up to North Sauk Trail. It's about an 18-mile detour, and that's all just to get around this airplane fire. Shouldn't be too bad, because it's only 18 miles. Apparently there's some bushwhacking and some narrow trail we got to go up. but shouldn't be too bad. The next fire, the Blue Lake fire, that's the big one. That's one with a 70-mile alternate right now. And that's just to get around 6 miles of trail that's closed. That's the one everyone's skipping. We're not sure if we're gonna take the ferry and try to skip it. I mean, technically, we're hiking from Harts Pass to the terminus and then hiking 30 miles back down to Harts Pass since we're not entering Canada. So technically, if we skip 6 miles of trail, we're making it up by doing that 30 back to Harts Pass. But I really don't want to skip any actual trail miles, so might be doing a 70-mile alternate. So we started the detour at 6,000 feet. We just went all the way down to 2,000 feet, and then we got to climb back up to 6,000 feet, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. We're about 2 miles up the climb of death. We got 2 more miles to go. It is so steep and it's not fun. Soaking wet. It's getting late. What time is it? Like almost 6?
Yeah.
It's almost 6 o'clock at night. Hopefully we can get to the top because there's nowhere to camp around here. And we'll be back on the PCT soon. Made it back to the PCT. Still got a mile of climbing until we get to our campsite. We just made it to camp. So cold, so wet, so hungry, so tired, so ready to sleep. That's it, I'm done.
Time set up.
Good night. Just woke up. It was rainy and very, very cold last night. We're aiming for 25 miles today. We're gonna do 25 today, 25 tomorrow, and then 18 into Stehekin. Doesn't look like it's gonna rain today. It's pretty beautiful out. Feeling pretty sore, but yeah, 25 miles. Dealing with quite a few blowdowns. We have about 2 miles to go to get to camp. It just blowdown after blowdown after blowdown. Did about 23 miles yesterday instead of 25. The sun started going down and the trail was just way too overgrown. Had blowdowns everywhere for us to continue on with headlamps. We have a monster climb this morning. Weather looks pretty good. Looks like it's not going to rain today. It is starting to get colder and colder every morning, and everything is wet. So all these bushes are soaked. So as you walk through them, you start getting nice and wet, which is really fun in the morning. Should be a good day. We're going to try to do 25 or more. It looks like we're probably not going to get into Sahikin until Friday night or Saturday morning, which kind of sucks. We were trying to get there earlier, but these past few days have been a lot harder than we expected. So looks like we're gonna get there a little later than we thought, but it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna make the best out of it and try to get this climb done.
Surely so nice to meet you. Maria, yes, it's always so nice to see you. Darling, don't you know, loving to see you come, but you know I'm hating to see you go, Maria.
6:30 in the morning. We got 22 miles to do today to get us into the town of Sahikin. Luckily, it's going to be mostly all downhill. We're trying to get there by 3 o'clock so we can stop by a bakery on the way into town. Apparently, they have gigantic, delicious cinnamon buns or cinnamon rolls. So we're trying to get down there as fast as we can. Hopefully, it works out.
Yes, it's surely so nice to meet you. And Maria, yes, my job right here is to brief you. And Maria, yes, I sure think I could please you. Darling, please be true. All I needed was you.
So we decided to rent some e-bikes so we can ride back to the bakery and get another cinnamon roll. And yeah, it's been a good day. Doing a little Nero. Should be in Chilean by around 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then Megan from Wenatchee, she was kind enough to come over to Chilean and pick us up and take us over to Mazama. So we're gonna be staying the night at Lion's Den in Mazama. It's like a hostel kind of thing. And then we're gonna hike on through Harts Pass to the Canadian border. Gonna skip 6 miles of the PCT because of the Blue Lake fire closure.
But you got the blues, boo. She's a smooth kind of operator. She's a good time instigator. She's the contraband keeping queen.
More
She don't do
recommend.
no hesitating. Lord, her eyes are always so sedated. She's the only kind of girl for me. Yeah, yeah.
Going to the general store. Go get some baked goods. Just got a hitch from Mazama over to Rainy Pass. We're about 4 days away from the northern terminus. Stayed at Lion's Den last night. Super, super cool spot. I think the plan is to get to the terminus, turn back around, hike 30 miles back to Hart's Pass, get a shuttle back to Lion's Den, and then find a hitch or a shuttle into Seattle. From Seattle, we'll fly back to LAX. Then we'll get a ride up to Kennedy Meadows and hike through the Sierra. We just got our Inyo permits, so that's gonna cover us from Kennedy Meadows to Sonoran Pass. So we're gonna be doing the Sierra, at least for a little bit. We'll see how cold it gets, how sketchy it gets as we get further into the season. We're gonna be hiking the Sierra in October, so it's a little iffy, but we're at least gonna start it. We're gonna summit Whitney. We're gonna hike north until we can't hike north anymore.
Girl for me, yeah, yeah.
35 miles to go to the Canadian border.
Woo! Let's go.
Done about 18 or 19 miles today. We're going for 25 still. Just past Hart's Pass, and we are on Windy Pass, and it is definitely true to its name. It's super windy up here. We're gonna hit the terminus tomorrow. We did a weather update, and it looks like it's supposed to rain tomorrow night, and then it's supposed to snow the day after that, which is gonna be the day that we're walking back down to Hart's Pass to get a hitch back to Mazama. So we're gonna see snow. We're gonna see some rain. Kind of a bummer, but we'll make the best of it. And yeah, it should be relatively mellow rest of the day. I think we're kind of just following this ridge until we get to camp. Very beautiful over here. 23 miles from the terminus. Super, super cold last night. We had a little bit of a snow dusting. Supposed to, I think, drizzle a little bit today, and then we're supposed to have snow tomorrow. But we should be at the terminus hopefully this afternoon. About 5 miles away from the Canadian border. We just ran into one of our friends that we had on day one, Dedham, and he let us know that our other friend Nani, who we met on day one, is about a mile ahead of us, and it's her birthday, so we're gonna try to catch up with her before she hits the terminus, because she's going through to Canada. So happy birthday to her. Haven't seen her in a long time. And yeah, we are super, super close. I guess it's not that big of a deal since we just skipped the Sierra. It doesn't feel as big as it should, but I'm gonna miss Washington. It was a lot of fun, but man, I cannot wait to get back into the Sierra. It's gonna be super, super fun up there. Woo! Made it!
Yo!
You gotta touch it.
I thought it was gonna be bigger than that, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. I'm
Hey! Woo!
That's it. It's about 5:30. Just made it to the Canadian border. Turned around. Now we got 5 miles back to where we're gonna be camping for the night, next to a lake. Terminus was pretty cool. Honestly, didn't feel that exciting since we skipped so many miles for the Sierra. So it wasn't like some like big, you know, ending kind of grand finale or anything, because we're not done with the trail yet. But overall, it was really cool seeing it. Got some cool photos. Got to spray some champagne, which I've never done before. That was pretty fun. And yeah, we got 5 miles tonight, and I believe 24 to get us back to Harts Pass tomorrow.
Good morning. So it was very cold last night. Luckily we put on all our layers and it stayed nice and warm. Check out all this snow. It is a freaking winter wonderland. It's mid to late September and it is so snowy out. It's crazy. It's hard to believe that we're still technically in summer. Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
We are about 6 miles away from Harts Pass. We're trying to get there before the sun starts going down so we can try to hitch. It's a pretty quiet campsite, so I think it's kind of unlikely, especially with the snowstorm that came through, that we'll be able to get a hitch back to Mazama or to Seattle. But we're gonna give it a shot. Worst comes to worst, we're gonna spend a night camping at the campground there, and then we'll take the Trail Angel shuttle back to Mazama in the morning.